Time to die. What do you think this is? Child's play?
Well, it's just a dream. Also real.
Hey Joe, this is Forrest Uhria, the Ghost Seekers. This is my contribution to the 31 Days of Horror video series that you have. I'm going to talk about a ghost story now. As you would assume, as paranormal hunters, we would have a variety of stories, and we actually do. But like everything, I mean, you can always find a logical reason to explain it away. With this particular story, to this day, I still haven't been able to. And aside from that, it's also very personal. It happened back in 2003. A very, very close personal friend of mine passed on. Untimely death, unexpected. And it was just very difficult. At the time, I was going through a lot of stuff in my life. I was graduating from college. And so, you know, I just had a lot on my plate. It was one night, about 2 weeks after her passing. My daughter and myself were coming home. We were living in a very small apartment. I was opening up the door, going in, and we had a floor lamp. I was maybe about 5 feet tall, if that, and it had a lampshade on top. And as we walked in, I looked at the lamp, and the shade was spinning. You know, and it was spinning. I would say, I mean, it felt like I was looking at it like maybe for about over a minute or something, but in reality, it was maybe about 4 or 5 seconds. But it was spinning, and it looked like, I remember looking at it and thinking, okay, this is like a turntable. You know, it was just spinning, and then it slowed down and it stopped. Now, once it stopped, I sort of, you know, started thinking, okay, you know, maybe somebody's in the apartment. I thought somebody broke in. Of course, that wasn't the case. The windows weren't closed. And then we had a ceiling lamp, or ceiling fan, excuse me. And I thought, okay, well, maybe, you know, the ceiling fan is on and it's generating this air that's spinning it. But of course, that wasn't the case as well. Because I would go, and I did it many times, I would try spinning it on my own. And every time I would spin it, I would barely get one revolution of that. And the other thing is, too, you got to remember, it's a lampshade. So when you spin it, it's uneven. It would wobble, and then it would barely go one time around. And when I saw it, it was spinning maybe, I would say, at least about 40 times, if that, and it was flat. It looked like it was on a motor when it was going around. So yeah, you know, it was a very strange situation. Now, obviously, you know, I didn't think it was a ghost, and it wasn't the type of thing that you would assume. It wasn't like, you know, seeing a ghost, but it was something that I couldn't explain away. And now when I look back in retrospect, and this is the interesting part of it, I do recall when she passed on, you know, just because we were very close friends and she died so unexpectedly. I remember feeling so horrible about it, and I said, you know, I never told anyone this, but I said to myself in my mind, I prayed to the Lord, and I said, you know, I really wish I could get some type of sign that she was okay, that not only is she okay, but that she's still continuing to exist. Obviously not incarnate, you know, but she is still existing in some form, her consciousness, who she is. And you know, and now when I think of it, I got that. You know, he gave me that 2 weeks later. And you know, that's pretty much my story. It's not one of those things where, you know, something, you know, outrageous that was coming up to you or anything like that, but it's definitely a true story, and it was very enlightening for me because it really pushed me to go forward with my investigations in the paranormal, in paranormal research, and pretty much help us put together the Ghost Seekers. So yeah, you know, I'm really, really grateful for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share this with you. I really appreciate it.